No, no, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 293. Metz, 8:17 a.m. Dixie, 5:17 p.m. Though Pilatre sat placidly watching La Chambre Info, he longed for information concerning his friend Balloony, as well as information concerning his nemesis, Brent Cotter-Brentsey. After a quick summary of the raid on Brisbane's 13 Vulture Street and Brentsy's arrest for attempted murder of Pilatre, La Chambre Info switched to a heartwarming story about the Care for Foundation's commitment to providing food to the hungry in France, which, despite his concern for those in need, did nothing but agitate Pilatre as he waited to learn what had transpired in Queensland while he had slept. Closing his eyes in an effort to compose himself, he heard the sound of water rushing through an overhead pipe and wondered which of his parents had awakened and if said parent had merely used the water closet and then returned to bed, or if one would be joining him in their parlor. Opening his eyes, he heard the soft steps of Magdalene carefully descending the stairway, and he rose from the divan, stepped into the kitchen, fired up the burner beneath the teapot, then stood and waited with a smile on his face as he watched her descend. The stairway was built such that all but her feet were occluded as she began her descent, and bit by bit more of her appeared until he saw all of her, and she caught sight of him. "Good morning, Mamma," he said with a smile. "I hope I did not disturb you," as she came to a stop at the bottom of the stairs. "Ah, Pilar," she said with gusto, her arms spread wide as she approached him. "Not at all. This is late for me. Have you been up long?" "Not very," he said, kissing her cheek. "The news said that Brentzy has been charged with my attempted murder and is being held in jail. What do they say about there being no such thing as bad publicity?" he asked with an evil grin. "I'm glad that I am away from home in case anyone wishes to get the scoop on the madman who tried to bludgeon the French professor to death with a frying pan. How did you sleep?" "Oh my," Magdalene said softly. "I had not considered the international newsworthiness of what he did to you. You are welcome to stay here as long as you feel the need." Slumping his shoulders and looking skyward, he said, "We should warn the girls. They should not learn of this via television. It is rather early. Shall we text them?" "I will do that," Magdalene said as the tea kettle began to whistle. "Oh, is that for me? You are so thoughtful." "Mamma, yes, the tea is for you, but it is not I who is thoughtful. Let me get you your tea, and you can text the girls and let them know what is going on," he added over his shoulder as he headed to the kitchen. Turning off the burner and pouring hot water into one of the mugs, he added, "When you have sent the text, would you be so kind as to reach out to Balloony? I wish to know how he and my Australian friends are faring."